Proper political car crash. Fights, finger-pointing, and the hotel at the heart of Britain's latest immigration meltdown. Right, settling because we've got a proper political car crash to dissect today. 700 people scrapping outside a Scottish hotel, bottles flying, police scrambling for backup, and Keir Starmer probably wishing he'd stuck to being a lawyer. Welcome back to UK Plug, your weekly dose of political chaos. Today, we're plunging straight into the folk fiasco that's got everyone from Labour MPs to Tory MSPs suddenly singing from the same hymn sheet. Spoiler, that's never a good sign for whoever's in number 10. But before we get to the flying bottles and the political finger-pointing, let's set the scene. The Claydon Hotel in Falkirk sounds lovely, doesn't it? Well, it's been anything but lately. This establishment, which houses more than 50 asylum seekers, has become ground zero for what can only be described as Britain's latest immigration reality check. And when I say reality check, I mean 700 people having an absolute meltdown in the streets. Now, here's where it gets interesting, and by interesting, I mean politically toxic. This wasn't your average not-in-my-backyard protest. This was community tension that had been simmering for months, like a forgotten pot of beans. And boy, did it boil over spectacularly. The spark? An Afghan asylum seeker named Sadaq Niksad, who'd been staying at the hotel, was jailed in June for raping a 15-year-old local girl. Not exactly the type of story that makes a comfortable viewing, but here we are. The man got 12 years, claimed he didn't understand cultural differences, as if respecting consent is a cultural quirk rather than basic human decency, and then had the brass neck to call the judge a liar. Class act, really. Now, imagine you're Keir Starmer. You finally made it to number 10. You're trying to look prime ministerial, and then your own MPs start throwing you under the bus faster than you can say immigration policy. Enter Yvonne Steinbank, Labour MP for Falkirk, who basically said, yeah, these hotels are rubbish for everyone involved, and we're shutting them down. Brilliant. Only, here's the rub, there's no alternative plan yet. It's like deciding to stop using your broken washing machine without bothering to buy a new one first. Good luck explaining that to your constituents when they're ankle-deep in dirty laundry. But it gets better or worse, if you're Starmer. The Conservatives are having an absolute field day. Sharon Dowie, Scottish Conservative Community Safety spokeswoman, is practically doing victory laps, calling for robust action and demanding Labour ministers keep Scots safe. When the Tories start sounding like the voice of reason on community safety, you know Labour's in trouble. And the cherry on top? Recent polling shows 77% of Scottish voters want immigration to either decrease or stay the same. So Starmer isn't just dealing with angry protesters, he's dealing with a kind of public opinion that can make or break governments. But this isn't just a Scottish problem, is it? Oh no, this is spreading faster than gossip in a village post office. Similar protests flared up at the Bell Hotel in Epping, Essex, where the local council managed to get a temporary block on accepting more asylum seekers. Here's the kicker. If they win their court case on Tuesday, it could open the floodgates for councils across England to start legally challenging these hotel arrangements. Think of it like this. It's political dominoes, and Falkirk might just be the first tile to fall. Every council that's been quietly grumbling about asylum hotels is now watching this case like it's the World Cup final. If Epping wins, expect a stampede of copycat legal challenges that will make Starmer's immigration policy look like Swiss cheese. The timing? Couldn't be worse for Labour. They are meant to be in their political honeymoon, but nothing kills a romance quite like 700 people having a punch-up over your policies. It's like planning the perfect wedding and having the marquee collapse during the vows. Here's the thing about immigration policy. It's like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube while riding a unicycle in a hurricane, or while being heckled by 67 million people with different opinions. Starmer inherited this mess from the Conservatives, who spent 14 years turning immigration into the political equivalent of a dumpster fire. But inheriting a problem doesn't make solving it any easier, especially when your own MPs are publicly admitting your current approach isn't working. But the real tragedy isn't just a political point scoring, though there's plenty of that. It's that we've got genuine asylum seekers, many fleeing real persecution, caught up in a system that satisfies nobody. The hotels don't work for communities. They don't work for asylum seekers. And they certainly don't work for politicians trying to look competent. Meanwhile, you've got people like Niksad making headline for all the wrong reasons, giving ammunition to everyone who wants to paint all asylum seekers with the same brush. It's a situation where everyone loses, except maybe the newspaper editors who get to sell papers with ever more dramatic headlines. This story's got everything: political drama, community tensions, and enough finger-pointing to power a small wind farm. But here's what I want to know. What do you think the solution is? Because clearly, the current system isn't working for anyone. Should we be housing asylum seekers in communities, purpose-built facilities, or do you have a completely different idea? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and keep it civil. We've had enough bottles thrown for 1 week. If you enjoyed this breakdown of Britain's latest political headache, smash that like button, subscribe for more political chaos, and ring the bell, because with this government, there's always something kicking off somewhere. Until next time, this has been UK Plug, where we make sense of the senseless, one political disaster at a time.